Hello. Today I wanted to show you a quick tip to improve any OpenTX transmitter's latency when using it in the simulator over USB. EdgeTX 2.5 includes a fix for USB latency, and if you don't want to watch the whole video, the too long didn't watch is if you go flash EdgeTX and make sure you're using a model with no internal or external module selected, your USB latency will be excellent. But now we're going to take a look at what the latency used to be and what is improved in EdgeTX 2.5. Alright, so here we're going to take a look at that PR. This PR is from Captain Bry, who is always doing killer PRs. We talk about him a lot on the news. Thanks a lot, Bry. Previously, there were a couple issues with both the mixer rate and the HID reporting interval. If you didn't have any modules selected, internal or external module, the mixer would default to 40 Hz, which is 25 milliseconds, and the reporting interval would be at 10 milliseconds. This means that not only were you getting a 20 millisecond average latency, but you're also getting a ton of jitter in the timing. If you were using a model set to the external module, then you were getting whatever packet rate the module was running at. In this test, it was 250 Hz, which is 4 milliseconds, but the reporting interval was still 10 milliseconds. We would expect this to give us around 10 milliseconds average, but testing showed 15 milliseconds on average with a ton of jitter as you would expect in either case, considering the reporting rate was only happening every 10 milliseconds. So now we come to the fix. If you don't have the internal or external module enabled, this now changes it so that the reporting interval is 1 millisecond, and the mixer rate is locked to 500 Hz, which is 2 milliseconds. This delivers effectively around 3 milliseconds average latency and a very small amount of jitter. If you have a module enabled, this will still keep the reporting interval at 1 millisecond, but the mixer rate will be set to whatever the module runs at. For instance, if you set the external module to CRSF, it will default to 50 Hz, which is 20 milliseconds, or if you plug in a module, it will run at the rate set on the module. In summary, you want to use a model with both the internal and external module disabled for the best latency. For more information on flashing EdgeTX, I've linked the EdgeTX 2.5 release below, and I've also linked a flashing guide for both using the EdgeTX companion and using the EdgeTX bin file and flashing it through your radio. Thanks for watching this, and I hope you learned something.